Hey guys, I thought I would do just like a update for 2018 about what's been going on with my equipment, with music and all of that. At one point I was putting out a few YouTube videos and all of a sudden my Marshall DSL-40C metal demo is like getting a lot of views. I think because they came out with the DSL-40CR. It's basically the same amp except now it's got two master volumes. So anyway, I figured I put something out there just to have some more content, maybe look at doing some more covers, that sort of thing. Because as far as like playing out live, I've been doing that, but it's it's not really where I'm so pressed for time, working full time and all of that. Um, so anyway, at that time, I had a Squire P bass and like a bunch of other just like budget gear, and I still lean towards budget, but now I've got way more basses and I've cut down to one guitar, and I actually don't have a guitar amp right now. I'm thinking about getting a Boss Katana 100 just because of the better sound, the portability factor, the effects. I had a Line 6 Spider 4 I was pretty happy with for playing out live. It did the job. But thinking about the Boss Katana 100 just to replace that need. Um, I'm not a tone snob. I just need something that gets the job done. But I'll give you a little tour of what I've got going on. So, I got these two basses. One is an LTD 5 string. It has passive pickups with an active preamp. And then I've got this is an Ibanez SR300. It's my main bass. It does a really good soap bar type tone. Um, really happy with that. Really gelled with it. I actually looked at a lot of used Ibanez basses before somebody on Facebook was getting rid of this, and I begged her to sell it to me because she was kind of having second thoughts about selling it, and was pretty pleased that she had changed her mind and decided to go with me, and I appreciate that. But then I've got my Fender Rumble. This is the Rumble 500, and I'm really happy with the tone. It's got two tens and a tweeter. It sounds great with keyboards. Sounds great with bass. You can play guitar through it. It's just a really good all-around amp. Um, so yeah, to get the full 500 watts, you gotta have a extension cabinet. So like the Fender extension cabinet or any of those. My main reason for getting this amp is that it's lightweight. It's like 30 pounds. And I still have the same guitar, um, which is, I'll show you. The LTD H1001. Um, it's got the flame maple veneer, locking tuners on it, set through neck, EMG 81 and 85, active pickups, just all around. I've had dozens and dozens of guitars, and this is the one that I keep. Um, I don't love the EMGs, but it's as far as the scale length and all of that, it's really dialed in for my style of playing, so that's what I go with. Um, the only other piece of gear I have is the Novation Mini Nova. Really cool little piece of kit, and really pleased with it. I can get some pretty weird sounds. I'm not a very good keyboard player, but it's good enough to show up to like a gig or something and just add in some extra texture. And people seem to really enjoy it. And you don't have to be a great player um, to just add in a little bit extra, you know? Um, but other than that, that's really it. You know, I've got that little keyboard controller, and that's what I used to do my original stuff with. And but I've also got my little practice amp over here. This is where it all started. The Fender Rumble 25, 110-inch speaker. I still play this a lot, and you know, I've had some guitar amps and stuff, and you know, they were like, you know, I went down to a PV Rage, which is 15 watts into an 8-inch speaker, and I'm still learning about what I really want my setup to be. I'm looking at getting a looper pedal. I'm wanting to do, ideally, if the Roland Street Cube GX wasn't $500, I would just buy one of those. But there's no channel switching, so I'm trying to decide in between one or the other of those, and I don't really know how I feel about it. Um, so leave a, you know, a comment and give me some insight. I know ultimately the choice is mine about which way I want to go, but you know, I'd really like to go maybe more towards the busking and the looping and getting more into more like of a solo act, because dealing with like different personalities and different band members and different preferences and desires for music is just, it's very taxing. So it's frustrating. So I think I know what I want to do, and I know I have the, you know, the talent for it. So, um, and I, you know, I'm not really a person that's looking to practice a lot. It's just my personal life's super busy. Um, so I just want something more casual. My attitudes towards music are more casual. Um, about making music, I don't really have a desire to be, um, you know, like at the top of the heap, like the extreme, you know, excellent players. I'm okay with being an intermediate player, um, and just kind of play what's by ear, and I just want to play what feels good and what I enjoy. Um, you know, it's really just about having fun and having enjoyment, and you know, having the gear is fun too. So, um, but that's about it. Just leave a comment if you got any thoughts on it. That's still using the same Behringer interface. Did a little podcast. Um, but stay tuned. I might decide to cover something. I've been listening to that new Demu Borgir. Uh, that one, really enjoying that one. Um, you know, you know how YouTube is. The faster you are, if you strike while the iron's hot, the better you do with your videos. So, um, yeah, I might do like a black metal cover or something. Been listening to some metal, and took a hiatus from that. Was doing more funk, but yeah, I guess that's where I'm at. So leave a comment. Have a good one.